but now they can hear us. It's Saturday. We're trying something a little different this Saturday. Oh, a couple people came in. Robert was first. Jenny just after him 4 seconds later. So welcome to the show. We are going to try some new things, I think. We're going to try something new. Hopefully you all will be excited about it. It's a little bit of a take off of the we were doing the duels before, and that was that didn't go over as well as I thought it might. So we're going to try something similar to it, but we are going to force things. And so we think that might be a little more fun. We've got some changes to the rules for that case. While we're waiting for people to filter in, I am going to go share the show. Right, because that's one of the things. So Robert got a point because he is the first one into the show. And that means that he gets a point for saying first. If you want to be one of those people, you're probably going to want to follow the show or subscribe to the show, and you're probably going to want to set your what is it? You're going to want to set your notifications so it tells you when the show is going live. Because that's good. You want that. Robert's doing some shares, by the way. I don't know if you see that.
Yep.
Okay, Robert.
Trey's here.
Jay is here.
Trey's here.
Trey is here. Hello,
Septic.
Trey. Trey has made it. Glad to see that. Septic also in the room. I'm taking down everybody just because we're going to do something a little different and we think it's going to be fun. We'll see. You may hate it. But let me not get off topic too much. If you're on Facebook right now, you go up to the top of the chat, and where it says share, you hit share and then share now public. You'll see an alert like this one down here. See that? That's what comes up. And at the end of the show, you'll get a point for doing that. You can share it on your profile. You can share it on somebody else's profile. You can share it to a group. If you do unique shares, you get a point for each of those unique shares, but you cannot share it privately. So that's very important. If you want to share it to somebody individually, what you'll need to do, just like Robert just did, do that little @ your friend and be like, hey, come join us for trivia. And then we'll make sure you get a point for that. If you are on Twitch, you can host the show. And if you let us know that you hosted the show, we'll get you a point for that as well. That's basically like a share. So we will count that. Anything else?
The studio is purple.
The studio is purple. Why is the studio purple?
Because our winner from yesterday
chose
purple.
That's a good thing to do. That seems the correct thing according to our rules. If you do win, you get to have an acceptance speech, and you of the night at least. You get the acceptance speech, and you get to choose the color of the studio. If you win for the entire week, you are going to win a T-shirt that Caitlin is not holding up right now. But now it's happening. That it's a little upside down. That's fine. That was good. That's perfect. It's that. Yeah, you got it. All right. So those are the rules that. Oh, it's on your face now. You've just given off all hope.
I'm having a time over here.
You've made a tent. You've made a face tent.
It's warm.
Let's see. Maribel Evans has been tagged as well. This is good. I like this. All right, so
Septic would like us to do pre-guesses.
Pre-guesses. You want to do a pre-guess?
His is 1876.
1876. All right, so let's go over a few things. You get a point if you get the answer correct within the time allotted. You get a bonus point if you're the first person to get the answer correct. We're doing pre-guesses, apparently. So Septic has brought back the pre-guess. Pre-guesses are very similar. Rosellen, hello. You have shared. I just saw that. So thank you. The Another Wasted Hour face mask. You can also get one of those. Those are so the pre-guesses are if you have an answer before. Oh, we're making tea. We're doing.
Carry on.
I feel like it's immersive this way. There you go. That was TTV. We're doing it. All right. So pre-guesses, if you guess before the question has been asked, you can guess. And if by some miracle you get it correct, you get a t-shirt. We're just going to send you a t-shirt. You only have to wait till the end of the week. We're just going to send it to you because that's how we're going to do. Rosalind has to pee now, so she'll
Sorry,
be back.
Rosalind.
She'll be back in
for
a bit.
you.
Yeah, it's important to do.
It's a hedgehog mug.
Yeah, that is a hedgehog mug. It's a sleepy hedgehog mug.
I can't remember who gave it to me now, but I love it.
All right, so you can do pre-guesses. We've also got a thing that we're going to try. Now that we've got some people in the room, we will try this. We'll see how this works, all right? Septic is disappointed.
Why is Septic disappointed?
I don't know why. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the plan, okay? We're going to do he's getting very uppity with you. Yeah. How
Sorry.
dare you? A mug? Ugh.
No.
How gauche of you to put it in a mug. How uncouth.
Sorry.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna name 2 names. All right, they're not quite at random, but they're basically at random, and those 2 people will be doing a shootout for that question. Okay. The way the shootout works is the first person to answer correctly. The first person to answer correctly of those 2 people gets 5 points, right? The second person to answer correctly just gets the 1 point that they would normally get. So no difference there, okay? And if you both get it wrong, nobody gets points. We move on. All right?
Nobody loses points either.
Nobody loses points. You just have an opportunity possibly to get 5 points if you get it correct. And of those 2 people, you're the first one. If you're the first person overall, you still just get the 5 points. You don't get an extra bonus point because you get 5 points. That's plenty of points. So I think this will be fun. I think that this will be like a positive in general. It's just an opportunity for you to get some extra points. And it's a shootout Saturday. You like this idea? I like this idea than the duel.
I think she meant better than the duel.
Well, then the duel it is. Let's see. Okay, just call me Josie Wales. I'm gonna do some smoking. All right. All right. So we've got 13 people. We've not everybody's talking, I don't think. So if you're here and you want to participate, just say hey in the chat. Because especially if you want to be a part of the shootout stuff, because I need to know who's here. Obviously, yeah. Otherwise, I won't be able to randomly put people into the shootout. That's part of it. So, all right. So we're gonna do this. If anybody has pre-guesses, throw your pre-guesses in now. That seems very unlikely that we will get them, but I am going to announce. Oh, Christina is also here. Good. This is good.
Hi, Christina.
Hello, Christina. So what we're gonna do is, we're up to 16. This is great. That's definitely enough to be able to do some trivia. I'm gonna announce our first 2 shootout contestants. And that's going to be, we're going to go in the same household to start off with. Robert and Jenny. Robert and Jenny are in the shootout for this question. Whoever is the first one to get it correct of those 2 gets 5 points. If the second person gets it correct, they get 1 point just like normal, right? And then obviously if nobody gets it right, nobody gets any points. So here's a Saturday shootout that we're trying today. We will see how this goes. All right. Let's see. Question number 1. Let's do it.
Along with some species of sharks, what ocean fish needs to swim continuously to breathe?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Along with some species of shark, what ocean fish needs to swim to continuously breathe?
Ooh, that's still hot.
It was hot to you when you started.
Yeah.
So we thought that was a thing that could have happened. Right? Possibly. That doesn't seem out of range, perhaps.
Humpback whale.
Okay. We've got. I like the pre-guesses. What do we have for pre-guesses? 1912, 1979 or 1879, and then
onomatopoeia.
1876, and onomatopoeia. So I don't think any of those won this time. I'll be honest. There's about 15 seconds left. Lots of good guesses. This is good. A whale or a dolphin, that could be. Jenny went with a dolphin as well. So if it's correct, dolphin is correct, then I would think Jenny would get that one because Robert guessed 2 things, and I have to take the first thing, which is whale. So time's up. We're going to go over to the chat and see what people guessed, and hopefully Facebook will catch up with us shortly.
Clownfish.
A clownfish. So looks like the first real guess in was humpback whale. Then we had whale, eel, tuna, dolphin, rays, just anybody named Ray. Clownfish. Danny goes with a Karen. Karen goes with a Karen. And Stephen Brody goes with the waterfish, which is just all fish, I believe. That's just...
Yep.
Christina also goes with a whale, so people are believing in whale a lot.
There's one problem with that, which Trey has pointed out.
Yeah, Trey has pointed out the flaw in that particular piece, which is that they aren't fish. We specifically said fish here. So does Stephen get a style point with the waterfish? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a style point.
Style point for him for
Good
that.
job, Brody.
All right, there you go, Brody. And then let's see. Oh, nah, on call doing calls, not there. Oh, sorry, Andrew.
Sorry about that, Andrew.
I wish we'll be here every night at 7:00, so you can come back. Yes, I know. Septic led the way with a mammal, and then everybody followed with a mammal.
You were captaining the ship this time.
Yes, captaining the ship, and maybe
and
hit an
capsizing the ship.
Capsizing it. So we have 2 Karens, which means we have to beg the question. First of all, did anybody get it correct?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Down goes Danny. Down goes Karen. They are at -1 apiece because this is the first question. There's no way they could have points coming into tonight. What was the correct answer?
Tuna.
Tuna. Melissa gets it. Oh, wow. 1 person. Melissa with the 2 points. Great guess. Nobody else, unfortunately, gets points. And our 2 shootout folks did not get it correct. So we'll move on. That was an opportunity there. And we'll go on to question number 2. If you have pre-guesses, please put your pre-guesses in for question number 2. Our shootout contestants for question number 2 are going to be Melissa and Craig. Are you guys ready? Melissa and Craig.
I'd like to share the theme of tonight's questions.
Oh, you have a theme?
Yeah. Tonight, the theme is shit where when I read it in the trivia book, I went, huh.
That would be a really hard theme to guess.
Yeah.
If that had been a theme.
That's why I decided to share it.
The theme tonight, things that made Caitlin go, all right. So there we go. Craig and Melissa going head to head.
Robert needs a clarification on the shootout.
Yeah.
What happens if the shootouts both win?
So if they both win, whoever is the first one to get the correct answer gets 5 points, and then the second person just gets the 1 point that they would always get. So no change. It's just if you're the first person to answer correctly, does it matter at all, right? Think of it that way. If you're the first person to answer correctly in a shootout, 5 points. Otherwise, game as normal. Right? If you get it wrong, no points. Second person to answer, 1 point. You can't get 2 points, obviously, because if you're you get the 5 points, right? If you're the first person to answer correctly overall, instead of 2 points, you get 5 points, which is better. I'm not good at math.
A lot of points.
I feel like it's better.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna go with the better. All right. So Melissa and Craig going head to head on question number 2. Let's roll into it. Question number 2.
Question number 2. What singer did Elvis Presley say was the best in the world?
Well, Craig has a pre-guess, which is SpaceX. Is that correct?
No.
It wasn't SpaceX.
I chose this one because we talked about Elvis Presley yesterday and how all his movies sucked.
Yeah. No, that's good. Septic goes with 1876, which I don't think was a singer. Maybe it was a musical that I'm not aware of, but definitely not a singer. Melissa is our ocean science leader, says Jenny.
Yep.
We should definitely follow
into ocean science.
I feel like we should have all waited for her to answer and then followed her if we had known better.
Yeah,
that
if you
was...
had remembered that she was
into
the ocean.
It's a good thing Emily isn't here. She was extremely fast on duels. That's true. Rose Ellen says Poots. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Maybe
exactly
it's like
as well.
poops.
15 seconds left to get your answers in. Lots of good answers coming in. Tom Jones. I'm a big fan of Tom Jones. Right? Is that... that's different than Spike Jones, though. Spike Jones was the one that had all the crazy noises and stuff, right? He was
Yes.
he did all comedy stuff.
That's true.
Tom Jones is not unusual, right? Is that him?
That's correct.
It's not unusual to be
That's
loved
him.
by anyone.
Nailed it.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da, right? That's good. He's a good singer.
Yeah.
Melissa got in just after time. Oh, no. You know what? I did that wrong. I apologize. There's still time.
He's a bastard.
Yeah, I'm a bastard. Just ignore me. Ignore that. I will do it again. So people can say there is still time. I lied. I got all the timing off. I farted for the head-to-head because it scared me.
Oh.
That's a good defense mechanism. I'm just saying that if you need some type of defense mechanism. All right, there we go. Time's actually up over on Facebook. So Tom Jones, Roy Orbison, also a very good singer. Jerry Lee Lewis, I assume that's who that is, right? The Great Balls of Fire. Nat King Cole.
Not Cole King.
Not to be confused, with Nat Cole King, which is a different person. I believe that they meant Nat King Cole.
Probably.
Who is a very good singer. Excellent singer as well. Stephen, so Brody says himself. He's the damn king.
Style point.
Melissa says Chuck Berry. I don't think of Chuck Berry as a particularly good singer. Right? Chuck
He's
Berry
a good showman.
plays guitar really well. Great showman, but not really a great singer. Robert says Kenny G, who doesn't sing at all, as far as I know.
He's a good clarinet singer.
Yeah. Now it's I think saxophone is what you're looking for.
I thought
That's
he did
the word.
clarinet.
No, he does a what is it? Soprano saxophone,
so it
which
looks
is
like a
straight.
clarinet.
It's a straight saxophone.
That's stupid.
It's a higher pitched saxophone.
That's dumb.
Um,
Kenny G's dumb.
an alto sax? It's not an alto sax tray. It's
No,
a soprano
that's the normal
sax.
kind.
Yeah. The alto sax is little but still has a curve because I played that in middle school.
That's
I
what
had
they
an
give
alto-
small people.
Yeah.
Like elementary and middle school children.
Exactly. I played it in I think it was elementary school that I played an alto sax. So
And we
still
have it.
looks like a saxophone, tinier.
Don't we have it?
No, I gave it to somebody. It was there was a underprivileged youth who did not have a saxophone and wanted to play saxophone, and so I donated it to them.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, I thought it was. And so now they get to
five.
play. I haven't really done it. And so but yeah, so that is I think it's a soprano sax. I guess it could possibly be it'd be a soprano sax. Yeah, a soprano sax.
Kenny G.
All right, so let's take a look at the answers. We've gone through them. It looks like most people are saying it's Roy Orbison.
Including Craig, who was in the shootout.
Yeah. So Craig was in the shootout, and that definitely had Roy Orbison. And then Melissa came a little later with Chuck Berry. Right? So I guess for the shootout, we need to find out, is it Roy Orbison or Chuck Berry? Is it one of those two?
Yes.
So somebody won the shootout.
Yes.
All right, what is the correct answer?
Roy Orbison.
Oh, nice. Craig gets the 5 points.
Good job, Craig.
Melissa, unfortunately, does not get a point.
Craig, your new tiara is working out well. I hope you're wearing it right now.
Yes. I don't know if you want to did you put 5 points for him?
I did.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm kind of tracking here as well, just so I know who I'm putting up against each other. But
yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to do that. All right. Let's see. Well played, Melissa. That's good. They're good sports there. All right, pre-guesses for the third question. If anybody
Septic.
has a pre-guess, get that in.
Septic wants to know what Roy Orbison sings.
Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman.
He was a little Elvis-y. A little.
I mean, well, that might be why Elvis liked him
Yeah.
as a singer, right?
I'm just saying.
Pretty woman. That's him, yeah.
It's better when you do the jazz.
Yeah.
hands.
He also
Roy
he
Orbison.
wore sunglasses because he used to have glasses, and then during one of his performances, he couldn't find, he wore a very thick prescription glass, and then he couldn't find them for a performance. He needed them, and he all he had was a prescription set of sunglasses, so he went on stage with that, and it became very iconic, so he just kept wearing them. And so now he was well known for wearing those sunglasses, prescription sunglasses.
Roy Orbison should have really considered using jazz hands.
That's true. He was also, I believe, a member of the Traveling Wilburys. I think that's correct.
I think that's correct.
Is either Yardbirds or Traveling Wilburys, and I think it's. Oh, there you go. Emily says it. Yeah, Emily was right. Traveling Wilburys. All right, so we've got some pre-guesses in. Our shoot-off contenders. Our shoot-off contenders are going to be Emily and Danny.
You're a good singer, babe.
No, I don't know about that.
I do.
That's not true.
I like it when you sing.
Well, thank you.
Sometimes Keith sings in the basement, and he thinks I don't know, but I can kind of hear him through the vents.
By the way, Craig says there's a tiara fairy. Did you get it? Did you get a tiara, Craig? I heard rumor that perhaps one came in the mail. Is that a thing? Are you now wearing it? Is it good luck? I mean,
He's pretty obviously wearing it because he got the shootout.
Yeah, he got the shootout, so it's a good luck tiara. Yes, you're pretty now. You are pretty. That is true. So yeah, there's rumor that there is a tiara fairy going around. There's a chance that I know who the tiara fairy is, but I am sworn to secrecy until such tiara fairy decides to reveal themselves. It is not my duty to do so.
I'm really excited that Craig and I are in this club together.
the tiara club.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like you would be able to figure it out if you thought about it.
Okay.
But that's not my business, so I will leave that to the culture of Another Wasted Hour. You all amongst yourselves.
I prefer the mystery.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gave me a shock boner. What? Oh, my
Whoa.
goodness. That is usually that is a very scary thing, a shock boner. All right. Thank you, Rosellen, though. I'm very glad that I've that I've given you a shock boner. All right, let's see. So question number 3.
Septic is going to send me a proper teacup. I have a lot of teacups and mugs. I just want you to know that. Maybe too many, actually, if you ask Keith.
If you can get a proper teacup that's in the shape of a hedgehog, you're in. I
love hedgehogs.
All right, question number 3. Our shootout is Emily and Danny.
Would you like to hear question number 3 now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What did Albert Einstein call the hardest thing in the world to understand?
All right, he's a very smart man. 60 seconds on the clock.
He's not wrong on this. This is definitely another one where I was like, huh.
Oh, yes. Septic says a woman. That's a really good guess. I'll be honest, but Albert
Style
Einstein
point.
probably not great at figuring
Can we read
that
the
out.
pre-guesses?
What's that?
Can you read the pre-guesses?
Yeah, pre-guesses. It looks like we've got a tiara fairy.
I mean, that is hard to understand.
That is hard to understand. Nobody understands the tiara
I'm delighted
fairy right
by
now.
it.
Essex. That's why he rings a bell. What was that from? What is that?
Roy Orbison?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. You're right. The straight was a soprano, but I guess I got mixed up with hearing him playing sax Kenny G, the Selmer Mark 6 soprano, alto, tenor sax.
Yeah, on the Wikipedia page it says he plays all 3, but the straight one's definitely a soprano.
Yeah. I'm sure he plays other ones,
and that's what he's known for.
If you know how to play one of them, you kind of know how to play them all.
Yeah.
It's very similar. All right, let's go to the chat. 1912 was a pre-guess. Garlic stuffed olives also.
Yeah, I don't understand those.
Those are very hard to understand as well. Stroopwafel, hard to spell.
I totally understand those. Those are dope.
Yeah, that seems like that.
I don't understand the tiny ones though.
No,
because you're meant to put them on top of a mug of a hot beverage so that
Okay.
the caramel gets gooey, and you can't do that with the small ones.
All right, so let's see. If some other people go with women, we've got taxes or income taxes is also a guess. Both of those really good guesses. A human emotion, says Rose Ellen. Let's see. I know he said the most important this was compound interest thing. The most important thing was compound interest.
Not relativity.
Oneself. Stephen Brody says oneself is
That's a
very
good
hard
one.
to understand. That's a good guess too. Looks like the main two are women and taxes. And we had Danny and Emily in it. Danny went with income tax. Emily went with women. So I guess we'll ask the question that we have in the past. Of the two shootout people, did anybody get it correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it is either women or taxes.
Somebody got 5 points.
Someone
Somebody
got
got
5
none
points. Who got 5 points?
Danny.
Danny got it with income tax. Oh, my goodness. 5 points to Danny. Trey, Karen,
Some great answers, though.
and Craig and Melissa all get a point as well. So that was very good. Tiny ones are handy road snacks for cyclists.
Yeah, but they're bullshit because you can't warm them up over a coffee.
What you do is you place them on your tongue, and that helps them melt.
No.
Let's see. Amusing that Emily and I are against each other, considering we both have T-shirts, so we can't win again. Yeah, that's fair.
But it's fun.
It's still fun. We're trying to make things that are entertaining and fun. That's what we're trying to do. The T-shirts are just a bonus on top of that. All right. So let's see. We'll move on to question number 4. Pre-answers for question number 4. We need those in the chat right now. So pre-answers to question number 4. And this round for the shootout is going to be between Trey and Septic. Trey and Septic are going to be able to. Emily's tagging Renita to try and get her here. So a point for Emily.
Emily. 1 point.
How are people liking the shootout so far? We're
I
doing
think it's
well.
fun.
Does it seem good? It seems like it's more entertaining than the robbing of points. It seems like that. So all right. We've got some good pre-guesses coming in, so that's good. I think we can move forward with question number 4.
I have to fix a typo.
Oh, you're going to fix a typo, which is bad because why? Oh, it's in a past. It doesn't matter in the past.
I know, but OCD. It's very real.
All right. Question number 4.
Question number 4. What award is the mystery writer's equivalent of an Oscar?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. What award is the mystery writer's equivalent of an Oscar? We do have some guesses in already, some pre-guesses that could possibly be it. Napoleon. Is Napoleon the award given?
No.
The 116.
No.
Root beer floats. Oh, do you get root beer float?
Oh, that would be so great.
That would be great.
I
I'd be
hate
a
root
mystery
beer,
writer.
but I'd give you mine.
Yeah, if I would totally do some mystery writing for a root beer float. Barbarella.
No.
No. Coconuts. You you get coconuts.
For the first time ever, I think I'm going to give a style point for a pre-guess.
I think you could do that. You just get a lovely set of coconuts. I like the duel. I like it more than the duels. Yes, robbing points sucks. All right. Let's see. Labrador German Shepherd German Shepherd mixes with eyebrows.
For the second time ever, I'm going to give a style point for a pre-guess.
Slingshots. Do you get a slingshot?
No.
No. Time's up. We're going to the chat.
Ooh, this next one I would write a mystery for.
Yeah, a milkshake.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that your mystery novel would bring all the boys to the yard.
Yes, it would. With little Oreo cookies crushed up in it.
All right, there you go. It was named after a Beatles song. What was named after a Beatles song? German Shepherd, Labrador German Shepherd?
Coconuts?
Coconuts? Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard because we don't see, like, when you guys respond to each other in Facebook, we don't see which actual comment you responded to. We
That's
just see
true.
who you responded to.
Yeah, so we have to kind of guess which one it was. All right, Steven says, who knows? I know how you feel. Sometimes if I didn't have the answers, honestly, Brody, I would probably say that to most of these. I would eat up on style points, but I would fail hard on the rest of this.
Are Trey and Septic dueling right now?
Yes,
Okay.
Trey and Septic. So Septic came in with the golden pen. First one to that. First one with the golden pen. Trey says Edgar. Robert says grammar. They win grammar. Danny says the Edgar Award. Craig goes with the red herring as, I guess, maybe perhaps a callback to
funny.
10 Little Indians. That could be one of them.
That's pretty funny.
Faulkner. That's a good award name. Faulkner is a fairly well-known, more of a playwright, I would think, than an author in terms of what I think of. Right? Playwright?
Yeah.
But still, a lot of times awards are named after other authors. So the Edgar Award. So more than one person now going with the Edgar Award. The Writers Guild, says Sue Ellen. That's also a really good idea, a good guess. Septic said I had no idea. Interesting note. I most likely won't win tomorrow since I will not be on and possibly drunken Danielle and
I
hi
will not
Danielle.
be on being possibly drunken Danielle and hi Danielle with a partner.
All right.
I've never heard you referred to as Danielle. I know that's your name, but
Yeah.
I just have never, I don't know. That was weird for me.
Emily's pre-answer was her dog Rigby.
Who is named after a Beatles song.
Gotcha. Okay. So she has a Labrador German Shepherd mix with eyebrows. Did you paste them on?
Oh, are they like little woolly bear caterpillars?
Yeah. Did you also give your dog googly eyes? Please say that's got
Emily,
googly
can
eyes.
you, since we're friends on Facebook, can you post like a close-up picture of your dog's eyes and eyebrows, please? I'd like to see that.
That's important. Yeah. So what was the let's see, what was the correct answer?
It's the Edgar Award named after Edgar Allan Poe.
The Edgar Award, meaning between Trey and Septic, Trey got it correct. Septic, no points. Trey got 5 points for that one.
Should have hopped on that boat.
Yeah, that's a boat you should have gotten on there. But it would have been tricky because if you get on that boat, then you still just get the 1 point. You wouldn't have gotten the 5 points. So you needed,
I liked your guess though, Septic.
Yeah, you needed your own boat, which is how that works. It's very
you have a
difficult.
congratulations from Septic. Septic is very gentlemanly.
I think everybody has been so far with these shootouts.
In general, Septic is always the first to congratulate people on doing well.
Everybody has kind of after a shootout been like done the like sportsmanship handshake, like, hey, that was good shootout, well done, yes, nicely done, yeah, that was good. I wish I had beaten your ass. All right. Everybody would like pictures of Emily's dog now.
Emily's dog is.
Everybody would please.
Well, I'm glad your dog's feeling better, first of all, because her dog wasn't feeling that great.
Let's see. Lawrence Bombay joined us for a little bit. I don't know if Lawrence is still here.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Look at that. Those are totally eyebrows. They're little eyebrows.
I like that you got the whole animal family in that picture.
They're not long eyebrows like my
No, they're short and
eyebrows.
stubby like mine.
They're like, it's like if you did like the Hitler thing, but with eyebrows.
So fun fact about me, my eyebrows just kind of stop right here. And I get that from my mother. I looked at pictures of my mother.
Yeah.
And hers just kind of like abruptly ended.
That's good. Trey flipped a coin, either Edgar or Agatha. Those are both good guesses. I mean, definitely well known. All right, let's see. I can explain that, Caitlin. I have 2 Facebook profiles. I have the Danny profile for friends and family, and I have the Danielle profile for ministry and congregants at my church. I use my family nickname on a personal account because no one else in my family knows the spelling to it. So you guys are special and know and use my nickname. Oh, that is very fancy.
High five.
Yeah, we're special. Look at us, special people. Agatha was the first winner of the Edgar. That's interesting. All right, pre-guess is in for question number 5. Let's find out our shootout contestants. We have Rose, Ellen, and Christina. Rose, Ellen, and Christina will be doing the shootout for this question. Hi, Maribel Evans. Welcome. Glad to have you. So pre-answers are coming in for question number 5. I think we can move forward. What's this?
I see another style point coming.
Oh, yeah? All right. All right, so question number 5. Roselle and Christina, you're the ones going at it. What's the question?
What carbonated beverage started out in the 1890s as Brad's drink?
It's Brad's drink. All right, let's
That's how it
go
was
and
marketed.
we'll check out the pre-guesses. 60 seconds on the clock. Was Brad's drink by any stretch an aglet?
No,
It wasn't an
that's
aglet.
not yummy.
He wouldn't drink it through an aglet, perhaps?
No.
No? 5318008. That is very...
Style point.
What is this one? What is...
If you type that into a calculator and flip it upside down, it spells boobies.
Oh, it's boobies. Backwards. Okay.
Boobies.
That might be his drink. There's a chance that could be. 30 seconds left on the clock.
I love you, Craig.
A 5-burner gas grill.
Ooh, that would be nice. I only have a 3-burner.
Yeah?
I think Emily just got a 5-burner gas grill.
Oh, very fancy. Lavender. You could drink lavender, like a lavender soda or
Oh,
something.
God.
That could
Smells
be
like,
that could be Brad's
no,
drink.
tastes like flowers.
Yeah,
It's not
5
good.
seconds left. All right, and then we get into our gooder answers. Gooder answers. Let's go to the chat and see what people had while we're waiting for Facebook to catch up. We've got Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Lucasade. Yeah. Lucasade. Pepsi Cola, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Tab, Pepsi. They totally still sell Brad's drink. It's a Walmart knockoff of Mr. Pibb. Root beer float, says Robert, which is also what you can win if you're a mystery writer. Literally just listened to a podcast about Coke and Pepsi yesterday. Was it by any chance a podcast called Another Wasted Hour? Because that one is also very good. It's not about soda, but it's really hilarious. And you should download it and go subscribe to it because it's great. Sure did buy a 5-burner gas grill. Used it for the first time tonight. There you go. Every piece of food you put on there from now on is going to have a little bit of the food from tonight.
What did you make? What was your first
Yeah.
thing?
What did you make? How did you break the seal on your new grill?
I hope it was burgers. I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Okay, we'll get you something to eat then. Let's get through the show though. What was let's see. We got Rose Ellen and Christina. Rose Ellen
said Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I don't see an answer from Christina.
Yeah, where's Christina at? No answer from Christina. That is very unfortunate. Okay, so Rose Ellen went with Dr. Pepper. So I guess we should find out, is the correct answer Dr. Pepper?
No.
It isn't. Oh, man. What is the correct answer?
Pepsi.
It's Pepsi. Emily made burgers on her grill. So everybody that got Pepsi gets points. 2 points for Karen. And then it looks
Christina fell asleep.
Oh, no. Oh, it's not a very exciting show. That's what we've learned. Danny gets a point. Melissa gets a point. And Trey gets a point for Pepsi. Oh, that is very sad.
Oh, here's an interesting factoid.
Let's get our pre-guesses in for question number 6 while we're doing this.
So Septic just said, I feel I'm not old enough yet to understand the excitement of an oven. Point of order. In the UK, when someone refers to a grill, they're calling what we call in the US a broiler in an oven.
Yeah.
She is talking about an outdoor grill, Septic.
Yeah. What do they call that in the UK?
A barbecue.
A barbecue? She got a new barbecue, which is more exciting because there's fire. All right, let's go over the points that people have for today.
Rosellen broke in her air fryer tonight.
Oh, nice.
What'd you make?
She just told you she fried air.
Oh. Okay, with 2 points
That's
we have
what it does.
Emily. With 3 points we have Karen. With 4 points we have Melissa. Robert has 5 points. Craig has 6 points. And tied at the top we have Trey and Danny with 8 points.
8 points. All right, there you go. If you feel like your score is incorrect, please let us know, and we will try to correct that. All right, let's move on. So we've got pre-guesses coming in for question number 6. Our shootout for question number 6 is Karen and Stephen Brody, who I think are both here. Yeah, I've seen Stephen Brody here. All right, so Karen and Stephen Brody going head-to-head for this particular one. All right, so question number 6. Let's do it.
Question number 6. Who made his film debut as Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird?
We have 60 seconds on the clock, but thank goodness we've already got some answers in. Was it Cuff?
No.
Or a Nissan Leaf?
No.
It wasn't. Was
Style
it
point.
Gibbs Slap?
Style point.
Was it a Maxi Pad?
Style point.
No, it wasn't. 1578.
No.
It was an early movie that was made. The Tiny Martini made with the last bit of gin and mostly olive juice.
Ew, no.
Christina says I was in the sun today, so I dozed off. Oh, too much chlorophyll. That's what happened. Overdose of chlorophyll. It's like, oh, it's so warm. Oh my goodness. Rose Ellen said air grilled chicken and waffle fries. Wait, why'd you make a grilled chicken in an air fryer? You're doing this all wrong, Rose Ellen. That should have gone on the barbecue. Waffle fries, air fryer, definitely. On board with that. All right, time's up. We're going to go over to the chat and take a look at what people guessed. Let's see what we have. Melissa says that's the best type of martini, apparently. George Harris. Bobby Duvall. Little Bobby Duvall.
Little Bobby Duvall.
Yeah.
He lives near us.
What's that?
He lives near us.
Bobby Duvall.
He lives in Middleburg.
Robert Duvall, who grew up to become Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
And more Robert Duvalls. It looks like that's really the way people are going. I'm not seeing any other answers other than Robert Duvall or Bobby Duvall, which I assume you would take.
Yeah.
So that means we got to say Karen and Steven both went up against each other. Steven rolled in with Bobby Duvall right at the beginning, pretty much. Second guess. Karen also got Robert Duvall, but a little further down. So they're going head to head with the same answer.
I think that's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So the question is, we have to just now find out, is Robert Duvall correct?
Yes.
It is! Oh, what a fun shootout. Steven gets 5 points. And then we've got points for Danny, Trey, Karen, Rose, Ellen, Emily, and Melissa.
Yes.
We did not ask for the full name, so Duvall, I think, is fair.
It's distinctive enough.
Yeah. All right, so that was cool. That was the first time.
I have a fun story about Robert Duvall.
Robert wants to know, did somebody call him? Does somebody need him?
My best friend worked at an animal hospital in Leesburg, which had a bunch of things. So she worked at the small animal ophthalmologist, but there was also an ER and like a cardiology and an orthopedic surgeon for animals. So sometimes, because they all shared the same front desk, sometimes they would like cover for each other. So Robert Duvall came in with his dog for the emergency clinic, and they whisked the dog back, and the emergency clinic receptionist said, "Hey, Melissa, can you take care of him?" She said, "No problem." And so she's getting stuff together, and she said, "Excuse me, can you please sign this?" And he said, "I'm not doing autographs right now." And she's like, "Yeah, this is your consent to treat."
My dog is sick. How dare you?
She actually didn't know it was Robert Duvall until a few minutes later. And then she was like, "Oh shit, that's why that guy looked familiar."
Oh, that's great. Little Bobby Shoesmith wants to know if somebody is calling him.
Ian is not first. I'm
Ian
so
has
sorry
joined us.
about that.
Congratulations, Ian, for joining us 2/3 of the way through the show. That is
Good
very
job.
impressive. We will not be adding you to the list of shootouts. In fact, what I'm going to be doing is going back over the people who did not win the shootout and see if we can pair some people up and get some other people points as well. So we're going to move on to question number 7, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Pre-guesses for question number 7. We need those in the chat. Emily's already got it. So I like that Emily goes with very specific answers.
I love Emily's. I love that I know why she chose those answers. Septic says he had a similar experience.
Yeah?
Probably not with Robert Duvall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Linford Christie tried to give me advice on running, and I said I was completely fine because my technique was fine, and I wasn't. That's pretty funny.
I got this, all right? Stop butting into my business.
It's pretty hilarious.
What, like you know how to run?
Step off.
All right, so our next pairing is going to be Robert and Melissa.
Christina, you get a style point for napping.
Yes, a style point for napping, definitely. All right, so Robert and Melissa are going to be our two head-to-head shootout folks for this question number 7. Question number 7. All right, so let's do it.
Where on the human body are the most sweat glands? It's the largest collection of sweat glands anywhere on the human body.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. I think it's different for different people, I'll be honest. I think for men, it's balls, and for women, it's just underneath the boob. Is that correct?
I mean, it's not wrong.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's not wrong, right? Trey just goes under the skin.
Trey, that's cheating.
Yes, it's not around the liver. Thanks, Trey. When I get nervous, my liver gets all sweaty. 30 seconds on the clock. We do have some guesses that are in. We have frantically tidying the house after inviting people over for social distanced, fire pit fire, and realizing your house is in quarantine state, not public state.
Yeah, you may have started that frantic tidying a little late.
Yeah, that's true. Saturn V, is that where the sweat comes from? No, it is not. Shoelaces.
No.
Dodo bird.
No.
I don't think they actually sweat. I'll be honest. Mad Dog 2020.
No. Style point.
Let's see. Envelopes.
No.
No. Time's up. I'm going to go over to the chat here. Let's see. Douglas MacArthur.
Oh, no.
Alan has joined us with that answer.
Hi, Alan.
That's great. Platypus.
No.
A really sweaty platypus.
Platypus are so cute. The baby ones are very cute.
Yeah, but when they get really nervous, they're just super sweaty messes. Yeah. Septic says, my coach was like, you just turned down advice from one of the best British Olympians. And I was like, I've never seen an Olympian before.
Well, I mean, I guess unless they're wearing their medals, you may not recognize them.
Right. Let's think about it, right? The guy runs really fast. How are you going to recognize him? He just looks like...
I'm going to now Google.
Hey, who's that guy? All right, so let's go over the actual answers. We've got the face. We've got the scalp. Robert says under the boobies, duh. On David Dugard's body, his entire body, he owns all these sweat glands.
Linford Christie has 1 gold and 2 silver Olympic medals.
Those are more than I have.
Yeah.
By 1
many,
gold
many.
And 2 silver. Feet. Karen says feet. Those do get sweaty. Scalp seems like a good answer because your hair gets like when you're like running and stuff. One of the first things, your hair gets really like manky, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. The head, armpits, another place you're putting deodorant there.
Yeah.
I assume because you're getting a lot of sweat. So that's a good guess. It's in a place I can't say in mixed company.
I believe Danny's referring to the labia.
I assume she means the inside of her butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe it is astronauts, maybe it is aliens, all inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. I really want to know. What's inside your butthole? I really want to know. Yeah. If nobody's watched that, go. It's a fantastic song. It's really, really good.
Emoji reacting to our ridiculousness.
Maybe that. I don't know if that we got to that yet. Now now you'll see the emojis happening because now you can see there's actually text.
Yeah.
There's text happening as well.
Subtitles.
And the emojis are silent. There's complete silence on emojis. People are like, I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh my God. All right. All right. So under boobs, ball, pits, brows, upper lip, fupa. That's the first fupa that came in. That's also
the
good.
Eyes, sweaty eyes.
William after the buzzer said owlet, which is basically a tiny owl, I guess.
That is a baby owl.
A very sweaty tiny owl.
That sounds adorable.
What is the correct answer?
The bottom of the feet.
The bottom of the feet. The bottom of the feet. All right, so looks like our winner is
Karen.
Karen with feet.
I will accept feet.
I don't think anybody else got feet.
No.
No one. So Karen with 2 points. Robert and Melissa. Robert said under the boobies, which, I also thought that, so I don't think that that's necessarily a wrong way. And hands. Sweaty hands is a thing. Both good guesses, both not correct, unfortunately. We need our pre-guesses for question number 8. Pre-guesses for question number 8. And while we're doing that, we're going to pick our next contestants, and that's going to be Jenny versus Emily. Jenny and Emily are going to go up against each other for this round. Jenny and Emily for the shootout. And Danny says her face is super red. Alan would really like to know as well, which is good because Shaggy says he already knows what's inside. Alan says you can also apparently call it a balloon knot or leather Cheerio or chocolate donut.
I've never heard leather Cheerio.
Leather Cheerio.
That's very funny. You get a style point, Alan.
Rose Ellen has a guess of what might be in there. And it's pudding.
Pudding.
That's not the emoji that she used. She used the chocolate ice cream emoji.
That's
But
not
she
what
said
that
pudding.
is.
What? That's the chocolate ice cream emoji. That's what that
a
is.
Poop emoji.
No. It started as a chocolate ice cream emoji, and then people hijacked it.
Is that like the eggplant?
Look it up.
Eggplant emoji, but
Yeah.
everyone says it's a dick.
Yep, exactly. All right, we've got pre-guesses in, so let's move on to question number 8. Again, Jenny and Emily going head-to-head on this one.
The Emperor's Cup is awarded in what sport?
Emperor's Cup awarded in what sport? All right. Craig says, I think you mean the dick emoji that looks like an eggplant.
If your dick is purple, you should see a doctor.
Yeah, it's the leafy bits you got to be careful about. You might want to have that looked at. 60
like
seconds
cock
on the clock. We do have some guesses already in, though, just
Okay.
so you know. Is it puggling? I assume
It's not a puggle. No.
the sport of puggling.
No.
Is it the sport of kidneys?
No.
Just, where you just kick people in their kidneys, I guess. Bone folder.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds pornographic.
I assume you wait for a penis to get really hard, and then you try to fold it on itself. It sounds dangerous.
The bone folder.
Yes. Ian says Karen. Michelle Kwan is what Alan goes
That's
with.
a good guess.
That's somebody who does a sport, right? Does Michelle Kwan do a sport?
Ice skating.
Ice skating. Is it ice skating?
No.
No. Light up lightsaber chopsticks.
Ooh, good guess. No.
It's what you should win instead of the Emperor's Cup. That'd be way cooler. $1 million. No. No. Bee pollen.
No.
The sport of bee pollen. Fellow secret buttholes on Instagram.
Follow secret buttholes on Instagram.
Oh, follow secret buttholes on Instagram. All right. That seems like a thing I won't do. Puppies was also something.
That's not a sport.
Time's up.
That's
We're going to
a
go to the
lifestyle.
chat. It's not?
It's not a sport. It's a lifestyle.
There's a puppy bowl, right? All right. So these look like the guesses that came in correct. So let's see what people were saying. We've got sailing. We've got football played with the feet. So soccer, known as soccer in America, but football by the rest of the world.
Footy.
Yes. Christina's just laughing out loud. For the Pimps Players Ball.
The Pimps and Players Ball.
The
Yeah.
Pimps and Players Ball.
No.
Curling. Camel racing. The Emperor Jockstrap Challenge.
Style point. Style point to Brody as well.
Yeah? You liked his? Kung Fu Jiu-Jitsu.
Style point.
Yeah, that's when you combine the two of them. Anatomy 101 tonight. Yeah, it is. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Football, says Danny. We don't know if that's American or European.
It's neither.
Sailing, says Jenny. Rowing, says septic. That's a good guess as well. Soccer, again. Regatta / sailing. You only play football with your feet. All right. So Jenny and Emily went up against each other. Emily went with soccer, right? Jenny was before her with sailing. So we've got 2 answers in the shootout. Soccer and sailing. Are either one of those correct?
No.
No! Oh no! Zeros for the shootout. No one gets a point for the shootout. So unfortunately, second opportunity, didn't get it. What is the correct answer?
Sumo wrestling.
What? sumo
Makes
wrestling.
sense. Japan had an emperor. The Emperor's Cup.
That does make sense. Yeah, when you say it that way.
My brother went to Japan on a foreign exchange student thinger when he was in high school, and
Yeah.
we got an exchange student. His name was Hiro. He was very nice. And he used to eat chocolate syrup in his Wheaties.
Yeah.
But one thing he brought me from Japan as a present was sumo wrestler trading cards.
That seems like very large cards.
Yeah,
That just
just kind of zoomed out.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Now here's the question we're gonna have to answer because nobody got it right, correct? And Ian's pre-guess was a Karen. Does that count as a win? Did he win? Did he predict pre-question that nobody would be able to answer the question?
I don't know.
Huh?
I
I feel like Karens aren't allowed because the problem with a pre-answer Karen is there's no downside to it. And there has to be a gamble.
Trey is disputing my answer.
Oh, okay. What is this? Japanese football. In Japanese football soccer. All right, there's some things other people
Fuck, he's right.
he's saying, "Oh no. Oh god."
I hate it when Trey's right.
So that means not
I'm
only
just gonna
that, but
change the whole thing.
Emily also got soccer.
Okay, so Trey gets 2 points.
Trey gets 2 points for soccer. Is he the first one?
Yeah, he was the first one.
All right, 2 points.
He said football, soccer.
He's a bastard. He's a terrible, terrible human being.
Then we have Danny with football.
Danny got football. That is correct.
It's not clear to me that she meant soccer, but I don't care anymore.
That nobody cares. We're ruining
Emily said soccer,
Yes.
so Emily gets 5 points.
it. 5 points for it. On a technicality.
Yeah,
Not really a technicality. It's absolutely right, but
whatever.
you know.
I don't care.
All right. So those I think are all the people that got points for that. Ian says that if you Google it, it's also a jock strap challenge.
No.
You're not going to Google that? I
Cite
feel
your source, Ian.
Danny says I feel it's a slippery slope about the Karen pre-answers. Yeah, I feel like there would have to be some detrimental thing. Like if you threw a Karen as a pre-answer, then you weren't like allowed to participate ever again. Like there had to be some downside, right? And so I don't know. I don't think so.
Cedric's getting all British and uppity on us.
Oh, because
He
Japanese
said,
is
it's just football.
it's just football. Isn't it with a U? I believe it's FU.
That's in German.
No. Oh no, it's in German that way.
Football.
Oh, not football, just FU. Let's say Ian says he loves sumo. That's good. It's the only sport that I might be able to participate
You know what,
in.
Ian? You get a point. I don't care anymore.
Shaggy, everybody just gets points.
Don't care anymore.
William says, I met a sumo wrestler in Japan. Does he get a point?
Nope. I started caring again.
All right. Because everyone can pre-guess Karens for every answer. That does seem, yeah.
We're not going to do pre-guesses of Karens.
A valid description of sumo
Is jockstrap
is a
challenge.
jockstrap challenge. Yeah, that's
That's
not wrong. It's not right, but it's not wrong. I'm guessing they use the same name for several different sports. All right, pre-guesses for question number 8.
And who is going to duel?
No, question number 9. We're already
Question number 9.
question number 9. So our duel for question number 9 is gonna be. Let's see. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Septic and Rose Ellen. Septic and Rose Ellen are going up against each other. I'm trying to put people that didn't duel before. All right, the penultimate duel. That is correct. All right, so we need our penultimate pre-guesses. And so we're at question number 9, which is?
The penultimate question.
It is the penultimate question.
Trey's still fighting with me.
Oh, what is he trying? What?
Look at this paragraph that he entered.
Other Emperor Cups: judo, basketball, volleyball, tennis. You couldn't just trim out the words that we could actually use. Track and field,
Table
and swimming.
tennis, track and field.
I don't think anybody else guessed those, so we're good. right? There was no. Was there
Stop
any,
complicating my shit.
I didn't see basketball. I don't think there was a basketball.
I'm having a time
Yeah.
over here.
All right, so we're moving on. Yes, Trey. Danny has nailed it on the head, everybody.
Why?
Read what she just said.
You're the reason Caitlin has PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, you've done that shit to me too.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's go to question number 9.
Question number 9. What is Lucy's maiden name on I Love Lucy?
All right, the character of Lucy on I Love Lucy. What is the maiden name of that character? We have 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, we've got some guesses in already.
Approximations of the spelling are welcome.
By any chance, is her maiden name Captain Jean-Luc Picard?
No style point.
It isn't. All right, Alan gets a style point for that. Angst. Good old Lucy Angst.
No.
Good old Lucy Frito Pie.
Style point.
Before she got married. Lucy Frito Pie. How about Lucy Yoda? Was it?
No.
No. Oh, it isn't. 9 for 9.
Oh, that's for her song.
9 for 9?
Yeah.
What is that one?
9 is no in German.
Oh, 9 is no in German. That is true. Is it Lucy Coquevin?
No.
No. She was not French. 1978.
No.
Lucy Pink.
No.
She not her music debut when she came out as Pink. No. Lucy Septic. Was that her maiden name?
No.
Time's up. We're going to the chat. Let's see. Any others? No, I think that those are all of the pre-guesses. Unfortunately, no one got it right, so no t-shirts this round given away. But we will go and take a look at the real answers. We have a whole hodgepodge of letters that look like McGillicuddy. Ian has given an Ian token to Danny. That is good. For Trey, calling out Trey. DeWalt. Lucy DeWalt. Also went on to make a whole line of tools, right? The DeWalt tools.
Yep.
Let's see. Launching pre-answer was launching a coaster across the room with a duster. That
Your cats must have enjoyed that.
yes. Lucy Van Pelt, Lucy Ball, which is Lucille Ball, which is her actual
Her
name.
actual name.
Yeah. Danny went with McGillicuddy as well. Jones, Green World, another DeWalt, another McGillicuddy, another McGillicuddy's, another McGillicuddy, and a Ball as well. I don't think it's Ball because I think that's Lucille Ball, right? That's her actual like stage name. I don't think it's her actual name, but it was her stage name. So I think it's gonna be between like a.
Oh no, Septic doesn't know what I Love Lucy is.
Oh no! Still being held hostage, but he's taking me on vacation at the end of June. So I mean, I'm comfortable being a hostage. Oh, that's very good.
I hope it comes with snacks.
Yeah, it better come with snacks. Danny says she knows that she's done it as well, but she's also complimented you afterwards, so it makes
Fair.
it okay. Septic and Rose Ellen were going against each other, so let's look at them. Septic went with Green World, but we find out that does not know I Love Lucy.
Sorry about that. You
very
should look it up. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's a very classic. It's from what, the 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
something like that. So go check that out. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. And then Rose Ellen went with Ball. So went with
If you
Lucille Ball.
YouTube one episode of I Love Lucy, YouTube the Chocolate Factory episode.
Oh, the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so let's go with those two. By any chance, was her a maiden name either Green World or Ball?
No.
No. Okay. So zeros for both of them, unfortunately. But other people might have gotten it wrong or gotten it correct. What was the correct answer?
McGillicuddy.
McGillicuddy. Craig. 2 points for Craig. Looks like Danny also gets a point. Trey, Stephen Brody with the McGillicuddies, I think is fair. Right?
Yeah, that's fine. It's McGillicuddy with D's, by the way, not T's. Just point of order, but I'm accepting T's because we don't count spelling here.
Not so much. If it's at least pronounceable.
Yeah.
And Emily also had McGillicuddy.
Got
So
it.
their points are all. And we're down to the last question of the night. So we need our pre-answers. Throw those in for your last opportunity for a pre-answer today. We're also curious, now that we're getting to the end, so far, how is everybody liking this shootout Saturday?
I think it's fun.
Is it fun? Are you liking it?
I like it.
Okay. There we go. So
Nobody
we might have
loses any points. The only thing that can happen is you gain extra points.
right. And so we're digging that. Hopefully all of you all are liking it as well. All right. So our last shootout contestants are going to be Christina, assuming she's awake, and Karen. Karen and Christina, the last shootout of the night. And this is good. This means that everyone either won a shootout or had 2 opportunities to win a shootout.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well. I don't know that it'll always turn out that way, but
yeah, this one worked out marvelously.
this was a really good pairing of everything, and people got paired up with different people. All right, so Christina, wake up, Christina. It's your time to shine. And Karen, we're going for the last question of the night. What is question number 10?
What country's phone book is alphabetized by first name?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
This is a fascinating one.
60 seconds on the clock. We need the country's phone book that's alphabetized by first name. And let's see. We're going for the pre-guesses. We've got some pre-guesses, it looks like. Rosellen says, yes, I'm a loser tonight. Eats Cheetos. Oh, that's a pretty good runner-up, though. If you get to eat Cheetos, that's not so bad. Danny says, I think so. I can't really give up a few days by the lake for free. That's not bad, no. Unless it's Heineken Skywalker. What is that for? What is that based off of?
He answered Heineken Skywalker once, and the answer was Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, right. Love it. Here we go. Turkey Bowl.
No.
Turkey Bowl. That's not a country. Robert loves the shootout, so this is good. Ian says the letter K, the country of the letter K.
No.
Just only things that can be in there are the letter K. Time's up. We're going to the chat. Jenny likes it. Septic says it's good. I was so excited I knew the answer that I started just key smashing to try and make sounds in the right order. All right. Trey says 10, the country of 10. The country of Magilla Gorilla. It's just a country based off of Magilla Gorilla. Oh, I found the place that you're going to live. The Republic of Dunkaroos.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
They
seems
brought them back, but they only brought back the vanilla frosting, and that is bullshit.
How about the United States of Green Tomatoes?
No.
No, that's not a country? I like it. I've made an ass of myself. Bows. Rosellen, we appreciate you. We're making an ass of ourselves the entire time, so I think it's only fair. Septic went with Essex, it looks like. Wakey, eggs and bakey, says Jen. I think trying to make sure that Christina is up. All right, so we get into the real answers, it looks like. Time's up, by the way. I need to make sure that that's in there. Trey says Iceland. Shaggy says Italy. Jenny says Scotland. Danny also goes with Iceland. So we've got 2 Icelands now. Robert says Canada. Rosellen says England. Craig says Finland. I think if it's England, we're going to see Septic say England.
Right.
Because he would know his own phone books, I would think. So Finland. Alan goes with Norway. Everyone's everywhere. This is pretty interesting. Melissa says Greenland. Apparently the country where people who run my company come from because they do that for everything and it drives me fucking nuts, says Emily. Well, where's your company from? Septic says it's Sweden, so that makes me think with Kevin Brody guessing England, it may not be England if the guy from England is saying that it's something
Brody?
else.
You just called him Kevin Brody.
Did I say Kevin Brody? Oh,
yeah.
Stephen Brody. Yeah, not Kevin Brody.
Just call him Brody.
I don't know who is this. Brody. Beat Brody. It's that island where people from the mutiny on the Bounty landed and bred with each other for 100 years or so. I think it was called Canada. It's not an island. Canada.
Our favorite European country. That's
not an island. Yeah, it is. It is the best, the most popular of the European countries. Peas itself again do the sound of tea pouring. That frosting is addicting. Emily says Baltimore. That's not a country. So I think Baltimore does last names. Trey says Iceland uses...
Way to steal my thunder, Trey.
No? All right. What would you... Then I will step back. Here's what we'll do. Christina and Karen went up against each other. I didn't see a Karen answer. Did you? I
No,
think Karen may
there's
have
no-
fallen asleep again.
I don't see a Christina or a Karen answer.
Or yeah, Christina or Karen, both out, it seems like.
The
so-
most anticlimactic shootout.
Yeah, just didn't even participate. Very, very sad. So 0s for both of them. All right. So what was the correct answer?
Iceland.
Iceland. Continue. What would
So in Iceland, everyone's referenced by their first name, and there's no actual surnames. What would be your surname, like if you had to fill out a legal document, is your dad's first name and then either son or daughter. So I would be Caitlin John daughter.
Interesting. All right. So there you go. So no last names per se, at least not ones that persist, right? Because they would change every generation.
So what's interesting is that if you were transgender and wanted to change your name, you would have to change your first and your last name.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, that's fascinating. But that's interesting. So you wouldn't be able to trace anyone really, like you wouldn't know like whose granddaughter, like who their grandparents are.
No.
Like where I would know because you're O'Dwyer, I'd be able to say like, oh, if I follow that lineage of O'Dwyers, I should be able to like, there's a tree I could at least possibly create. In Iceland, you'd have to go like step by step, but there's no jumping.
And Craig has brought up the other good point, which is that their dating apps have to you have to put in more information so you can avoid family members.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because there's no, if I met someone on the street with the last name O'Dwyer, I knew that somewhere, somehow we're related.
Yeah. That's true. All right. That is very interesting.
But you would only know that if it was your actual immediate sibling.
Septic says, well, England in the yellow books, it goes off the last names, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's true. Danny would like to say that Canada is not an island. It's 40 minutes from me across a solid land border. Yeah, but it's connected to America, which is an island.
Right.
North America. Because it's surrounded by water. It goes above, there's like the North Pole.
Ice caps and shit.
Yeah, right? All of that, which is basically just water. It's not land, right?
Yeah.
And then down below, Panama Canal. Right? So the North American island, is that not, no? Not correct? But it's my island, says Robert. Ian says, oh shit, it's Wales, isn't it? No, Baltimore is where people who run my company are from. They alphabetize everything by first name. I'm shit at at the alphabet anyway, so I can't find anything. Oh, that's very sad. I knew it was the country with the family avoiding dating app. I couldn't remember which one it was. Let's find out what people's scores are so we can get those. What a back-ass French toast and bacon that is shit. All of his swearing has breakfast in it. I don't understand.
He's very breakfasty.
Like the opposite of a lot of Spanish-speaking countries where their full name is both parents' family names. Oh, interesting. Eric the Red is Leif Erikson. Oh, I see. That's
Trey. In Spanish-speaking countries, they name people the same way that thoroughbred horses are named. They're named after part of each parent's name.
So he's saying that Eric the Red was the father of Leif Erikson.
Yeah.
Ah, you get that? The country's so inbred you could very easily accidentally date a cousin. Not one of mine, but somebody's cousin at least. Let's see. The friendly neighbors of the North weep for you. Oh, Danny doesn't believe we're an island. All right, whatever. It's just a large island. Call it a continent. Whatever. Let's see. Redneck dating app that needs more information to ensure I'm connected to a family member. That's a different one.
That's different.
That's definitely. Let's see. Yellow books are massive and yellow and always in elderly people's homes, says Septic.
Yeah, they've kind of petered out production of yellow books here. You don't get them automatically delivered. You have to order them now.
Yeah.
And the white pages as well.
Rosellen says, I have a middle name as well. Oh. I'm not sure what that's a reference to, but I believe you. I have a double barrel name, so I have my grandmother's maiden name.
Oh.
All right. So let's go down the points. How did everybody do today?
With 1 point, we have Ian and Rosellen. With 5 points, we have Robert and Melissa. With 6 points, we have Karen and Brody. With 9 points, we have Emily and Craig. A lot of pairs. And then with 12 points, we have Danny. And with 14 points, we have Trey.
There you go. So if you think that your points are different than what we have, let us know. Let's go to the shares because we can't announce a winner until we have also applied the shares. Anybody who's on Twitch, let us know if you hosted the show today. We would appreciate that. Let's see. Craig has shared the show on Facebook. Jenny has shared the show on Facebook. Robert has shared the show on Facebook. And Sue Ellen has shared the show on Facebook. So there you have it. Those are all of our shares over on Facebook that we see. Obviously, there were some as we were going through the show that we tried to catch. Somehow I got 9 by my count, says Stephen Brody. 9 points for Stephen Brody. What did you have?
I believe you.
Maybe did you have style points as well? Is that thing? Septic says did drop a host. So let's give Septic a point for that.
Septic.
That's sharing essentially on Twitch. By the way, if you go over to Twitch, it is faster. You get your answers before the questions before everybody else. So make sure you go check that. And it actually helps us out. If we get 50 subscribers on Twitch and we average 3 viewers per show, we can make money. That's kind of a cool thing. People can give us money.
Instead of losing money.
It's not very important. Mad style. Yeah, so that's ours. So we have style points and we've got actual points, and those two don't necessarily marry up, but that's okay. We've got it figured out. Who is our winner for tonight?
Trey
has won. Congratulations to Trey. All right, Trey, we will need an acceptance speech and a color that you would like our studio to be next show. So let us know what you want. That's for the final on Sunday. Sunday.
Like to add that we technically have 2 bulbs in the fixture, so you can technically pick 2 colors that coexist nicely.
Not really. They're gonna merge, though. I think you're not gonna see 2 colors like back here.
We did it once. If you give me your phone.
All right. Yep. You can do it. So wherever the phone is, there it is.
There's
Let's see if people will take on 2 different colors. If you can see it from, because we might be able to see it here, but if they can't see it there, it just doesn't matter. That's my thinking. Throws bra in and stomps off. Rosellen, I am digging you quite a bit. Thank you so much for having fun. Well, while we're waiting on the acceptance speech,
so this is 2 colors at once.
Yeah, what colors are those? Which 2 colors are behind us right now? Can you tell us? I want to remind everybody we do this at 7:00 every night. So come back tomorrow, come back Monday. We're going to keep doing this until things get back to normal and life is how you would have expected it. And, we go do other things like going to restaurants and whatever, go to sporting events. And so until then, that's orange. That's what people are saying.
Okay, let me try something.
So we'll be here at 7:00. So you have something to look forward to that isn't crazy news and horrible politics and all the other stuff. Just something to escape. And, but you can also escape using our podcast. Podcast is Another Wasted Hour. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Anywhere that you would go to get a podcast, you can search for Another Wasted Hour. There's 140 episodes plus. There's some trivia in almost each episode. We did some history stuff at first, then we moved to some trivia things. We have lots of comedy, some crazy news from around the internet that's not political. It's just like crazy things people have done. It's super funny. And then we also introduce you to artists and musicians from the Washington, D.C. area that you probably have never heard before, but are very talented from all kind of walks of life and different types of music. So check it out. It is absolutely free. Subscribe. Go give us a review. Throw some stars our direction. We would appreciate that. And then what else? Oh, this happens every night at 7:00. Make sure to subscribe and follow and turn on your notifications for this so that you know when we go live. If for any reason we can't do it at 7 o'clock and we need to push it back, we'll post that up on our social media. So you probably want to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, hit us up on Instagram, those things, so that we can let you know when things are going to be a little late, right? So you're not waiting around, because sometimes life happens, but we're always going to try and be here at 7 o'clock if we can be. There's also a group on Facebook called Another Wasted Group. Go join that, because that's where we start talking about ways to make the show better, and we'd love your input on it. What else? I think that's
Trey has
about
an acceptance speech.
Oh, Trey's got an acceptance speech.
I think you should read it.
I should read it. Sorry, Caitlin. I don't mean to add stress. Thank you for putting up with us. I think he was saying it in my voice. That's what that was. That's solid orange. It's a nice color. Pea orange.
So right now it's blue and orange together, and you can't tell.
I didn't even notice the color change when I picked the next color. Got plaid. So yeah, I think two colors isn't going to work is the problem.
You can make like a richer orange if you do orange and red together, which is what I was doing.
Yeah, we can definitely play with it on our side, but I think you're going to have to go with a single color, honestly.
Sorry.
I think just the way it's working. Maybe we'll get some other stuff so we can do other colors.
You're welcome to be more descriptive, though, and be like, periwinkle blue.
Sure, yeah.
And I can do my best.
We'll do our best to make that happen. So the color's going to be orange tomorrow, everybody. Again, 7 o'clock. Until then, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. If you go out, be careful. We don't want you getting sick. We want you coming back here. We don't want anybody dying. We would miss you terribly. And so I want to give a shout out to all of the folks who have been essential workers through all of this, helped make the world go round while we stayed home and stayed safe. So if you've been a delivery person or a healthcare worker or what's it, like a warehouse attendant or as cashier,
FedEx driver.
Yeah, FedEx driver. Any of these people, or if you know any of them, please, everybody, if you could just thank them for us. It's been a sacrifice that they've done for us, and we recognize that and we really appreciate it. So we want to make sure that they know. And yeah, I think that those are all of the things, right?
That seems like all the things.
Rose Ellen says cling wrap, which I assume is what she threw her bra at us. So I assume that's what she's wearing for the rest of the night. It's just cling wrap.
Oh.
Yeah. The only thing that makes sense, right?
Pretty much.
All right. That's all we've got for tonight. So everyone, have a good night.
Good night.